Right now, at this very moment, three massive weather systems are converging across America, and what happens in the next 24 hours will affect millions of people from coast to coast. A dangerous winter pattern is developing that will bring extreme cold, heavy snow, and catastrophic flooding. The question isn't if this will impact you. The question is, how prepared are you? Here's what you need to know. A fast-moving snowstorm is sweeping across the Midwest, Ohio Valley, and Northeast today and tomorrow. Behind it, an Arctic blast is sending temperatures plummeting to levels rarely seen in the United States. Wind chills could drop to minus 45 degrees, actual air temperatures falling to minus 30 degrees in parts of the Midwest. And that's not all. The Pacific Northwest is facing a flooding crisis. Heavy rain is overwhelming already saturated ground. Landslides and catastrophic flooding are becoming very likely. The best information is coming at the 3-minute 20 mark. You won't want to miss it. Let's start with the snow, because right now, as we speak, it's already falling. Live radar shows light to moderate snow from South Dakota all the way into northeastern Missouri. Des Moines, Iowa, just outside Davenport. It's happening now. But here's the twist. This morning, this snow is going to intensify. It's going to get heavier. By 11 to 12 o'clock, a lot of snow will be falling from central Iowa into eastern Indiana. Indianapolis, Springfield, Champaign, Davenport, Des Moines. Light to moderate snowfall spreading fast. The heaviest bands near Champaign and just north of Springfield. We could see jackpot totals of 7 to 8 inches of snowfall. That's not a typo. 7 to 8 inches. Just after lunchtime, the pattern shifts. Snow clears out of most of Iowa. There's a very low chance of freezing rain just outside St. Louis, more towards north-central Missouri. If any ice accumulates, it'll be no more than about 1/100th of an inch. But snow will stretch across Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio, with light to moderate snow continuing. Here's something critical you need to understand. Today's snowfall is very different from what we've had most of this winter. This snow is going to be very fluffy. Why? Because temperatures are so cold. We're talking widespread single digits and teens today across Ohio, Indiana, and Illinois. Cold temperatures mean much higher snowfall accumulation than an ordinary snow event, with temperatures in the upper 20s or low 30s, definitely favorable for snow accumulation today. But there's a danger hiding in plain sight. You want to make sure you're shoveling your driveways today, because once this snow hits the ground and accumulates on the roads, it could get icy. It could even ice over with how cold it's going to be. That's a real concern. By 2 to 3 p.m., snow continues across Indiana, Ohio, and West Virginia. Winter storm warnings are in effect in southwestern Pennsylvania near Uniontown. That area could pick up 6 to 9 inches of snow. West Virginia and southeastern Ohio are in play for 6 to 9 inches as well. Cleveland and Cincinnati will see light to moderate snow during the mid to late afternoon. Then by early evening, the low-pressure system shifts north. Lake effect snow in Michigan and Lake Erie. The main band of snow pushes towards New York City during evening hours. Yes, New York City, Washington, D.C. You're going to see snowfall tonight. By 10 p.m. tonight, a heavy band of snow lines up from Maryland near Washington, D.C. into central New Jersey. Snow is on the way with this system. Light to moderate snow continues from western Massachusetts all the way into eastern Kentucky. During overnight hours, snow continues across New Jersey, Maryland, Delaware, and southern New England. Everyone in these areas will see snowfall tonight. Tomorrow morning, snow continues near Cape Cod before moving out during the afternoon. Lake effect snow persists throughout tomorrow afternoon in parts of Canada and Lake Erie just outside Cleveland. Now here's where the numbers get serious. Don't miss this part. Total snowfall accumulation from this event is going to be higher than most models are showing. Even though this will be mostly light to moderate snowfall across the board, temperatures are very cold. A lot of snow is falling over a 6 to 10 hour period. Snowfall accumulations will probably be higher. Most areas across the Ohio Valley and Midwest will pick up 2 to 6 inches of snowfall. That's the main range. But if you're in central Indiana, central Illinois, near Davenport or Fort Madison in Iowa, I would forecast 5 to 8 inches of snow. Most people will see at least 4 inches. Some locations will see 8 to 9 inches. Southern Ohio and parts of the Appalachian Mountains will have winter storm conditions, with some areas picking up 5 to 9 inches, including southwestern Pennsylvania and around the Appalachian Mountains. Cincinnati or Columbus expect 3 to 6 inches. An isolated spot near 7 inches is on the table. The Northeast is seeing one of its more significant snowfall events of this winter. Most areas in southern New England will pick up 1 to 3 inches. That's actually a decent amount for southern New England this time of year. Pennsylvania and Maryland expect 2 to 4 inches of snow. Eastern Maryland, northern Delaware, or western New Jersey could see a few select locations pick up 6 to 7 inches. Decent snow over in the Northeast. Definitely some serious accumulation. But the snow is just the beginning. What comes next is far more dangerous. Behind this winter storm, a life-threatening Arctic blast is rapidly developing. This is going to send temperatures plummeting. This cold will spread across dozens of states. Temperatures rarely experienced in the United States. Wind chills potentially dropping to minus 45 degrees. Actual air temperatures falling to minus 30 degrees in parts of the Midwest. The most dangerous part starts at the 10-minute mark. Keep watching. This isn't just cold. This is dangerous cold. And it's already here. We already have very below average temperatures all across the Midwest and Northern Plains. But it's really going to get worse. Winds are picking up later this afternoon. The cold is only getting more severe by late today and into early overnight hours tonight. Many areas across the Midwest and Northern Plains will be 30 to 35 degrees below average. This cold air sinks into the Ohio Valley tomorrow. Most areas, including Chicago, Minneapolis, and Sioux Falls, will be 40 degrees below average when you wake up tomorrow morning. 40 degrees below average. Let that sink in. By late Sunday and early Monday, bone-chilling air makes its way all the way down into the southeast. The worst of the cold across the Ohio Valley, with temperatures right around 35 degrees below average. Late Monday and Tuesday, all that cold air sits right along the East Coast. It won't be nearly as cold on Tuesday because a big weather pattern change is happening. Warmer air is making its way over the Rockies and returning to the Great Plains by Monday and Tuesday. Here's a shocking twist. We could actually have really high temperatures across areas like Nebraska and Kansas on Tuesday. Some areas could get close to 70 to 75 degrees in Nebraska on Tuesday. That's pretty incredible given what's happening now. Wednesday and Thursday of next week, really warm air continues across the Midwest and through the Southern Plains. This warm air could melt snow across the Midwest. A lot of snow already on the ground could see pretty decent melting Wednesday and Thursday. But our next big storm system arrives Thursday with another shot of Arctic air across the Northern Plains and Midwest. This is another area that could have another Arctic blast by Thursday and Friday of next week. When you wake up tomorrow morning, you might want to go right back to bed. These are the temperatures we're talking about tomorrow morning in the Midwest. Widespread area right around minus 20 to minus 25 degrees. A few locations could hit minus 30 degrees. By afternoon, you might still want to be sleeping. Over Minneapolis, we're talking about areas that might not even make it above 0 degrees tomorrow afternoon. That's how cold it's going to be. Single digits all across Illinois and Wisconsin. Monday morning, extreme cold continues across the Ohio Valley. Here's what you need to remember. With how cold it is going to be, frostbite can happen within 5 to 10 minutes. By late Monday and Tuesday, warm air starts to return. Wednesday will probably be one of the warmer days of the week. Many areas in Nebraska and Kansas will be up into the 60s and low 70s, especially in far western Nebraska. Thursday and Friday, warm air makes its way up into areas like Illinois and Indiana. Some areas in the mid-50s, which will help melt some of the snow. Then by Friday and Saturday of next weekend, another shot of Arctic air across the Northern Plains. Likely not nearly as severe as what's happening over the next couple days, but it could challenge it. Another reason this weather pattern is so dangerous? The wind chills. Your feel-like temperatures factoring the wind and actual temperature are going to be extremely cold, especially Sunday morning. Most areas, including Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Iowa, will be minus 30 to minus 35 degrees. Frostbite is possible within 5 to 10 minutes to any exposed skin. Please bundle up if you're going outside anywhere in the Midwest. The critical information about what happens next week starts now. Let's talk about the snow coming beyond this weekend. Sunday and Monday, a big high-pressure system builds across the Great Plains, Midwest, and Ohio Valley. We will not be seeing much snowfall around Monday and Tuesday. Maybe a small clipper system in the Northeast, but it won't be much. Over in the Pacific Northwest, a serious amount of rain and snow falls across Washington and Oregon. This will continue to cause big problems for those near rivers in Washington. We're heading into Tuesday and Wednesday. Those rivers are already overloaded with rain. We reached major flood levels over the last 48 hours. It's definitely possible that happens again next week. By Wednesday and Thursday, energy from that atmospheric river intensifies into a pretty strong low-pressure system by late Wednesday and early Thursday. Winter storm expected for parts of Canada and the upper Midwest. We could have winter storm potential with heavy snow on the table. With this storm, we could see a few thunderstorms over in the Ohio Valley Thursday night. We haven't had many thunderstorms there recently. That's definitely something to watch. By next weekend, another chance for winter weather. Maybe even another winter storm could be on the table for those in the Midwest, Great Lakes, and Northeast. Right before Christmas, the weather pattern is definitely going to remain at least somewhat active. It doesn't look nearly as active as the last week or two, but that could change as we get closer. A lot of moisture is coming from the Pacific over the next week or two, which should keep things at least somewhat active. Here's what you need to do right now. If you're in the path of this snow, make sure you have supplies. Salt for your driveway. Food in case you can't get out. Charge your devices. If you're in the extreme cold zone, check on elderly neighbors. Make sure pets are inside. Limit time outdoors. Dress in layers. Cover all exposed skin. If you're in the Pacific Northwest, near rivers, stay alert. Monitor flood warnings. Have an evacuation plan ready. This is a multi-day, multi-threat weather event. The snow starts today. The extreme cold peaks tomorrow and Monday. The flooding concerns continue all week in the Northwest. And another winter storm could be developing for next weekend. The weather pattern heading into Christmas week is still uncertain, but we're watching closely. There could be more snow, more cold, more active weather. What happens in the next video could change everything. We're tracking a potential major storm system that could affect travel right before Christmas. You won't want to miss that forecast. Subscribe now so you don't miss the update. Stay safe out there. Bundle up. Check on your neighbors. And we'll see you in the next forecast with critical updates on what's coming for Christmas week.